Automobilista 2 definitely had some drama when it first launched, a lot of mixed opinions on it, and a lot of refunds and things like that. If you're a member of any of the sim racing communities, you would have seen it around. But they've been adding in little updates here and there, one that I haven't actually tinkered with yet. But one thing that I do know with the game and have experienced is the amount of oversteer it gives in comparison to other games, and whether or not the handling of it is realistic. As well as a lot of people that ever mention the Caterham cars say how fun they are. Now, I'm not super interested personally in the makeup of an open top, kind of like long body, hot rod looking thing. But I did look at the stats the other night. I randomly just turned the game on and tinkered with it just to do some laps, learn a new track. It was late at night, just before I went to bed or whatever. Loaded up this Caterham car and wow, I see why people love it. So this video, we're going to look into this car, and the reason why it's so incredible is because super light and lots of horsepower, and it's turbocharged. Now, a lot of the time, it won't always say that the cars are turbocharged. I think it's more of a trial and error thing. Find out yourself. But the one thing that I have discovered as of that night is that one thing that Automobilista does, I think, awesomely, is that they make turbocharged cars absolutely wild. High power turbocharged cars, to be more precise. So if you haven't tried it out, do so. You'll see why it's so fun. And for this video, we're just going to try and find the most crazy to drive cars, aka high horsepower, turbocharged with no assistance on, and we'll try and complete a race, which if anything like the other night is not going to go flawlessly, is probably going to be the complete opposite, and we'll be in the fence, every few laps, but it's fun nonetheless. Let's do it. We're going to try and drive this as hardcore as possible. Something I've been learning to do, although I don't have a H-pack shifter, is doing the heel toe and all that fancy stuff. Way more difficult, but it adds so much to the experience. The only problem is with the Fanatec V3 pedals, in which I haven't been able to calibrate them properly. So it doesn't go off load cell, it goes off distance, which kind of avoids the point of load cell, so they're really, really easy to engage in the wrong way. Single race, and here we have the Caterham 620R. If we look at the stats of it, 6-speed sequential, 310 horsepower on this one, 656 kilos. If you go down to the heavy duty boy though, sorry, that's backwards. That is the heavy duty boy. 300 horsepower, you would think is a typo. And I know some games like Assetto Corsa have these mods of cars with like thousands of horsepower and things like that, which is ridiculous. They would be really, really crazy to drive, but the way this game kind of presents itself and the way that it handles, this is controllable, wild, crazy type of driving. Super, super fun. So if you know what you're doing, you really can get around the track. It's not completely uncontrollable, but, skills are subpar, as a present here, then maybe it might not be the easiest thing. We'll also try out the 700 horsepower V12s, things like that. Hopefully some of these turbocharged. I'm not really sure. V12 wouldn't be turbo. I don't know much about the old technology in the F1. So let's just play around, trying to find the turbocharged cars, starting with the Caterham. Obviously, have to have a red skin because red goes faster. And let's try and learn a new map. So like Caldwell Park was one I was kind of tinkering with the other night. A lot of these English tracks, or just wherever some of these tracks are, they're so unique. Never heard of them, have to learn them all, but a lot of the time they're really, really fun tracks. I feel like I need a better setup than this one. Jeez. Alright, we'll sort this out, don't worry. Alright, let's do this. This is the options we're running with. Let's look at the settings. I think I have brake assistance on, maybe. I have anti-lock brakes on low, like I said, because I can't seem to calibrate the pedals exactly right, so really easy to lock it up still. Let's get it! Oh my god, they get so held up. Hear that? Just turbo kick in. These guys, man.
Alright, once the AI gets cracking, we'll be fine. Look at that turbo. Oh my god. This car's wild. Like, there's no weight to it. You're positioned so far back. I believe this is where everyone dies. Let's go second tag. Oh, boys, what's going on? What's going on? Oh my god, wheel spin. Alright, can we get our lap done ourselves? Oh, fuck that, I didn't do the blip. The sound in this game is actually really cool. This is where it gets a little bit hard in this car, I found. Don't worry about my rear end, mate, it's fine. Stay in second. Nice and gentle there, mate, boys. First, now here comes the boost. Really deceiving corner, this one. Like, you wouldn't believe this thing's 300 horsepower. Just the way that it's all at once, that's all. Miss the apex there, boys. What's an apex? Catch back up. What are we in? 10th. I'm just happy we're getting a lap done. There we go. Just the sound when it kicks in, man. It's unreal. Especially on a big sweeper like this. Let's hold it flat, boys. That's fine, man. This game is fun in the way that it sounds, just the wild amount of oversteer, but without being too like Need for Speed or Forza type. You know? Oh, I can't put any throttle on over there. But he's in a high gear and it's just still just wants to kill you there any second they can. Very interesting track. I'd be keen to know if anyone actually knows of this track. For instance, like they live near it or something. This would be so fun to a track day on. Although, like this corner with the fence right there, you're in your own car. Just, you know, you want to take that one extra careful because I don't think insurance will cover you if you hit that wall. Luckily, virtually we get away with it. Well, this boy's coming in for the pass. Getting killed by AI that's not even on a high setting, but nah, here we go, boys. It's all over. It's all over. Too eager to get that turbo whining. Oh, let's catch back up. At least we've got a race on our hands now. Interesting. Don't know how I did that. Ah, the oversteer, boys. This is the best corner in the game. Just here at one. Let's try to stay high gear on this one. We can because it dips down and grabs the car a bit. Oh, smooth. Have we done it now? At the top of the hill? Oh, just cut that corner. Who cares about that? When the track dips away, I have to be so gentle on the throttle with this thing. The funny thing is, it's not even like high res. It's still loose in certain sections of the track. Just come to a complete standstill. That's fine. Here we go. There we go around Insurance Corner. died last time. Keep it in. I just want to just hammer it, but it's got to take it a little bit easier with a car that all the power hits at once. So far so good though, haven't died. Oh, someone's taken the sign out though. The brake marker. Jeez. Must have had a big moment. Let's go. Just shit. That's oversteer, right? I was just say, just on the verge of oversteering every time. It's fine, boys. It's fine. Just busting out 360s mid-race, bit of extra stunt points. And the first, gonna just wheel spin on the way out of here. There we go. Off the throttle, tip it in, just cut as much as we can. Because who cares about rules? Oh, feels good that section. And the first again, because we like to just be on the edge of death when we leave the corner, obviously. Very deceiving insurance corner again. How many laps we got to go? I don't know if I'm going to last many more. So if you have AMS, and you've been watching any of the esports, or AMS2, sorry, and you've been watching any of the esports, like V8 Supercars have been on Fox Sports and things like that, you'll see that they carry over their throttle blipping techniques. Because in the real, they have to do that. Now some have auto blip on and things like that if they're a little bit new to it, but a lot of the good guys aren't. And one thing that AMS is really good for, I found, is practicing that. So I've never done it before in iRacing because it's just too risky. Too risky with so much safety rating and things like that. When you can just set a button and not get penalised to do it yourself. You know, a lot of the GT cars and stuff I drive anyway, just up paddle shift and don't have that option. But this is the best way, in my opinion, to practice it. One of the best. And as in a car with horsepower like this one. Or the lack of weight, should I say, is probably the real kicker here. Yeah, this will be fun just to nail it through. Can't wait to try a different car and different track coming up next. See if we can find a car even more wild. Whew. Just hold it in, boys! On the grass, who gives a shit? Do not have to go that slow there. Sure. Oh, so I nearly died last time. And I've died again. Oh, not the 720. There you go. Alright, that's good fun though. Now I'm keen, before the video goes on way too long, to go to a track that's I know a bit better. So Adelaide, I actually live in Adelaide. Now, I've never been on the racetrack itself, but yeah, I know the track there. I've watched it a few times, so let's go to that one. No Brands Hatch as well. Donington, I know of. Pretty fast, hard track. Literally every other track, wouldn't be able to tell you. Would not be able to tell you any of these Brazilian tracks. Don't know that one, don't know this one, don't know. But they're all fun. So let's go Adelaide. Now, first thing comes to mind here is V8 Supercars, obviously, but they're not turbocharged. That's going to go against the whole idea of this video. 980 horsepower, 700, there's 8 speed gears. Look, that one is going to kill me, I'll be honest. Let's come back to this. We'll do that one last. First of all, we're going to do the... Oh, we got different horsepowers? I like the black one, 900 kilos. It's lighter, loses only 10 horsepower. Let's do it. On the Adelaide track. Terrible combo for a car with this much power, but that's alright. And this much aero. Little street circuit. Still following the same thing. Let's try and do our heel towing. Good practice. For if, well, it's always a good thing to have skills like that. Especially when it comes to sim racing and videos. So obviously not a display of excellence and skill here, but just having a good amount of fun. No V8. Can't tell you what fucking engine this is, honestly. Whoa, boys. Whoa, boys. Okay, that AI surely needs a tweak there. Oh, come on, man. Was avoiding some idiots. Alright, here comes a dive bomb, boys. Oof, oof. New space. Maybe these things aren't. Jesus. Oh, not much room out there. These, they drive well, these things. Oh, they bloody turn well too. Now, are these things turbo? Yes, yes they are turbo. Alright, good. Oh, they got too wide? I've never seen that. I don't think you can even do that in real life. Around the outside was the aim there, but smash his window while we're at it. Oh my god, man. Hold on to a sunny Jim. Alright, we gotta restart that one. Alright, is this car turbocharged? Definitely. Definitely. I don't know what we'll get the AI set up. We'd probably make it... I'd like to make it a little bit easier so we can have a good race with the leaders, but... Then they... Look at the first lap. Sorry, I just jumped the start. So bad at the first corner. Come on, no drive through, please. Yeah, right. Gotta be gentle on that throttle. Easy lock the rears in this one. Alright, hear them turbos whine. Or turbo, I'm not even sure. I need to do some bloody research try and make a video. Oh, okay, that's weird that you tap the wall and it has that much friction to it. Jeez, what a wobbly boy. Yeah, right. I was so tapping the brake and it is... I mean, I did turn sharp, but... did not press my load cell pedal at all. Oh, watch coming in. It'll be really gentle with that brake. I just discovered another really, really fun car, though. It actually does a lot better than I thought at this track. They do a very good job with the bumps. I'm very aware. They're crashing? Why are they going so slow? Very aware that that specific spot on the track, very bumpy. Oh my god, these guys! What's with the bloody pogo sticks? Just let it rev out. We're in 4th, 5th. Had to trail brake here. I know you're doing real life anyway, just gently. Brake about 125. Probably a bit too late. Was that to me? Alright. Get out of it. He's having a look. Oh, what a move. Give me space, man. I gave you space. Oh boy, let's have a bit of a dig. Alright, 4th. Let it rev out. And then we can just keep it in 4th. There we go. God, these things must have some top speed though. Must really have some top speed. But controversial game when it first came out. I really like AMS2. Hopefully they can have a good like multiplayer system in play. I mean, they've got multiplayer games on now, but something was competitive. I think when it comes to racing games, it's all about competitiveness. You've really got to push esports, in my opinion. I mean, I've always been a big fan, big believer in esports and how much it can bring to the table because of the, you know, if you're holding tournaments, you're really showing off your game. Oh, sorry. Oh, you dickhead. Oh my god. Come on, don't crash into me, please. Don't clutch it. Just leaves a couple black marks on the... Oh, man. Just leave some black mark. There we go, boys. It's fine. Just hammering it. Yes. Party tricks. And hit the apex corner. Alright, and the final car I want to try. Let's go to Brands Hatch. We've got to finish our video on another track. 3 tracks, 3 different cars. All, I think, to get 980 horsepower, they have to have a turbo car. So, to get all the crazy cars experimented with in AMS2, and hopefully this kind of brought them to your attention, and hopefully you find them as fun as I do. I just think drive layout mid V6. Well, V6, look, this thing definitely has a turbo hybrid or something like that in order to get that much power. So yeah, let's try it off. The last one. Okay, we're not going to use blipping. Definitely not for this car. Oh my god, locking the brakes so easy. Oh, the speed. I mean, I promise one of these corners I may not lock the brakes, okay? No promises. Oh my god, man, that throttle though. Okay, my steering's too aggressive. It's turning more in the game than it would through my hand. Jesus, this car is wild. Just wheel spins! I mean, I would imagine 980 horsepower would. Come on, bro. Catch it later. God. Oh, we got... Oh, what's going on? Oh, we got a car upside down. It's good to see that the AI like is programmed to make mistakes as well. What I'm going to do is wrap the video up here. I'm going to thank you guys for watching, and as always, I'll see you next time. And what I'm going to do is record a video of, without trying to talk or anything, see if I can actually complete. Let's make it a 4 or 5 lap race on Brands Hatch with this car, or maybe I'll put it back on Adelaide. Because Brands Hatch, she's full on. But anyway, crazy cars in AMS2, a lot of fun, really good game to practice your heel toe, and hopefully you guys have a bit easier time controlling these because your boy needs some practice. Catch ya. Yeah, way, dude. Boys, what's up? Yeah, that sounds like we're getting into everything, eh? Alright, boys, things are good. Oh, got the tyres so cold, watch out, boys. Braking's the hardest. But how's that MX going for you? Hey! Stop, man. Don't have to worry about it. Oh. Right, camera. Oh, what? Launch me, man. Went over a wheel or something. That's actually pretty cool. Oh, look at you guys. Yeah, I'm in 11th, boys. We're holding together. Half a lap in, though. Oh, here's the ball up here. What's on the roof? We're fine, we're good. Third, what the hell? This locks the brakes so easy, it's got like baby. Well, it's not calibrated, of course. You can turn your brakes instantly down. I've got it on 5 out of 100. Something's wrong with the calibration. Alright, we're going first second of the track. Well, they're a bit junior and shit. Looks like an old race, boys. Now just don't spin it out, which sounds easy, but not really fun. Oh, last lap. Go do it, boys. Go do it. I saved it. Some steps though. Some steps. There we go. As long as I don't bloody... I mean, the car's not, like, stupid to drive. It's, like, generally just really fast. I just, because the pedals just lock, it'll just spin around because the tyres just, the rears always lock up. Like, on any pressure, really. Yeah.